Hi, this is T and I'm doing my tour de Frehab. But before I do that, we've been talking about change, and for my birthday I got a necklace from a girlfriend. It was my birthday present and it says, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." So here's my little tour of my kitchen. As you can see, I live in an apartment, so I can't remove my stove. And here's my food processor and my Vitamix base. The one thing I do use is these earmuffs for when I run the food processor or the Vitamix, so that protects my ears. I have this little cute small shopping cart that I put my crackers in, and there is the base for my ice cream maker that my sister gave me. You probably know her from another website, Rafu T2. My cupboards are pretty good. I have nuts and seeds up on the top, my seaweed, goji berries, cranberries, flaxseed, ground flaxseed, and I've got ball containers, the blue ones. I have my chia seed and sunflower seed, raw cashews, pine nuts, and in the back there's coconut, goji berries, and pumpkin seeds. I also have apricots and cranberries in the back. Here's what's left of 2 gallons of sun-dried tomatoes that I dried last year. Well, they're not sun-dried, they're dehydrated dried. Raisins, and then my nuts, raw honey, and then almond butter, cashew butter, coconut oil, tahini, tamari, agave, and in the back there is maple syrup, raw maple syrup. And this is my excess spice and herb area, and I got my Himalayan sea salt and my MSM, psyllium seed, nutritional yeast. And here's my knife drawer. I went out and purchased better knives. They're not the most expensive, but they're what I could afford. And here was my baking shelf, and as you can see, there's not many baking things left except for what I can use for raw, and I've got Pyrex on the top. And there's my double sink. There is my Tupperware, what little I use. I got rid of a lot of it, and my Pyrex up there. I use that mostly. And here's my other storage cupboard with flaxseed, grains I can cook. Those 2 little things are for my boyfriend comes. He likes coffee, and that's some rice stuff. I have ground nuts. I've got garbanzo beans to soak, and I've got seed I can soak, and I've got grains I can soak and sprout, and lentils. And these were yellow tomatoes, and I wasn't too fussy about those for drying them, so I'm not going to dry any yellow tomatoes this year. Here's some little herb supplements I have: my cacao butter, my cacao powder, my kelp noodles, my sesame seed oil that I was going to start rinsing with, or pulling I guess is what they call it, but I haven't done that yet. I got rid of all of my old dishes, and I decided to splurge on some new ones, and I've gone eclectic, and no 2 things are the same for dishes, for bowls, or plates. And there's the juicer that my girlfriend kindly lent to me for this challenge. There's a couple zucchinis that came out of the garden, my coffee maker for teas, and bear claws and salad spoons that my uncle hand carved for me out of juniper, And here's my little spice tray. That's the tray that when I put it together I cut my thumb on last Christmas. And I've got a small thing of fruit, about 4 pounds of raisins because they were on sale. I'm going to take a while to eat those. And then down here I have 3 mandolins up there, and my spiruli, and the little orange thing in the background is a hand food processor, my apple cider vinegar and olive oil, and the fun cupboard. This is my appliance cupboard. I have my iron in the top and the container parts for some of my appliances, my Vitamix, my coffee grinder, my hand blender, and right there is my small food processor, and I've got a little scale. I do have a crock pot in the back. That's one of the things I'm really debating whether I should get rid of or not, but for the most part I got rid of most of my appliances that were for cooked foods. And now, pardon the mess in the fridge, but this is what my fridge looks like. I've got cherries and blueberries and chia seed. I do have eggs in my fridge because that is the only non-raw thing I eat. I figure until I figure out this B12 thing, I'll allow myself a few eggs a week. Cherries, and I've got fresh beets from the garden that I'm going to juice. Turnips that I've cut and are ready to eat from the garden. Salad, avocados and limes for guacamole, some apples, and then I tend to pre-cut all my food so that I have stuff to munch on instead of going for a sad snack. In my door you see the egg place has my lemons, macadamia nuts, hemp seed, dates. This is my raw ranch. I do cheat and I use minced garlic. And my raw maple syrup that I've opened, spirulina, and amino brags. And my freezer has raspberries, corn. I've picked up a bunch of corn because I need to make Ruby Veroom's corn chips. And these babies here, these ice substitutes, I love them to put in my lunch bucket for work. There's the base to my ice cream maker. There is nuts. The butter is for my boyfriend when he comes and he cooks. I got frozen grapes, frozen bananas. And that's my freezer. So, I hope you liked my tour de Frehab. I have a very small hole-in-the-wall kitchen because I live in a one-bedroom apartment, but it suits my purpose. Some days I wish it was a little bigger, but at least I have enough counter space where I can do some chopping. Talk to you soon. Bye.